Scott Rickenbach Monday, March the 9th. I am Scott Rickenbach with Doc Sports. We're going to look at some NHL action here on Monday. In this one, we're talking Utah, Chicago, the Mammoth and Blackhawks for Monday night hockey action. And the early number on this one, Utah's around a minus 200 favorite. So on the puck line, they're minus 1.5 and around plus 120, 125 in that range. Just mentioning that because of the big line here. And as for the total, there's a lot of 6 out there, but there's also 5.5, which of course is juiced to the over. We're going to talk more about that in just a moment and what we're looking at for a free pick here and why. Now, before I get into the free stuff, I do want to mention another free thing to keep in mind. Not only are these video picks on a long-term 91 and 75 run, including 10 and 4, my last 14, that's 71%. Also, they have hit 3 of the last 4. That is my Twitter free picks. And those are on a long-term 33 and 22 run, which is 60%. Again, we're talking free picks here. And that's at my Twitter account, which is at Rickenbach Wins. So in addition to these video free picks, also don't miss my Twitter free picks. Again, my Twitter is at Rickenbach Wins, and there's a link for that below here in the video. As for more free stuff, again, we're going to get to this freebie on Utah, Chicago. I do want to mention the DocSports.com free 60 offer. You can see the link for that in the video below. That's $60 worth of premium picks. And of course, that's an exceptional value to be able to get $60 worth of premium pick action absolutely free. It's available to all new customers to the Doc Sports platform. Now, let's dig into this Utah-Chicago matchup. So a big key in this one is that Chicago is in a back-to-back. And last night, their goalie, one of their top goalies, didn't even travel with the team down to Dallas because he was dealing with an illness. So perhaps he will get the start tonight, but you know last night's guy is not going to go in a back-to-back. And then their other option is a guy who's only made 4 NHL career starts. And about Knight, by the way, he hasn't exactly been lighting the world on fire of late in terms of his goaltending. So even if he's in there, I don't expect a great start. Basically, the Chicago situation is a pretty tough one in terms of the goaltending. And they have allowed now an average of 4 goals in their last 3 games. And overall, they've been losing quite frequently because of getting some subpar goaltending as well. So Chicago giving up some goals here, but what about Utah? Well, Utah comes into this one on a hot streak, having won 3 straight, and going a little further back, they've won 6 of their last 8. One of the only 2 losses in that stretch was a 4-0 shutout loss to these Blackhawks about a week ago. So you can bet Utah has revenge on their mind here. Of course, that's part of the reason, in addition to the fact that the Blackhawks just are not that good, that is part of the reason why Utah is such a big, heavy road favorite here. But I really like Chicago to respond here, coming off the loss last night that came at Dallas. That defeat came in overtime, so Chicago did put up a good fight there. They have scored an average of 3 goals in their last 4 games, so Chicago is scoring decent, and Utah has been giving up some goals. We've seen here recently they're coming off of a 5-4 overtime win. Again, they had that recent 4-0 loss to Chicago, a recent 4-2 loss to Colorado. These are all games that have come since the All-Star break, or Olympic break, I should say. So I'm looking for goals here, guys. I trust Utah to score very well in this one, but I expect Chicago to hang around and match them goal for goal, at least until the latter stages, and then Utah probably pulls away. But again, I'm not going to lay a big price. I'm not too fond of puck lines, except when a situation is really strong, and I think Chicago is going to hang around in this one. So I'm looking for a 4-3 type game, perhaps 5-3. Utah gets an empty netter late, that type of game. Either way, it should go over this total. And the way I'm recommending you guys to play it, you have so many options these days with what the books offer you. And so at a lot of books, even if you see like books like, say, DraftKings or FanDuel, if they're moving it from 5.5 juice to the over to 6.5 juice to the under, you can still pick that alternate total and grab that 5.5 and lay the juice on the over. It's not fun to get pushes, guys, so I'm going to recommend going over the 5.5 goals here. At the time of this recording, that price is minus 135. It could be a little higher when you're playing this, but again, I am very confident we see at least 6 goals here. For example, we could have a 4-2 type game. But again, I'm expecting much more than that. But let's go with the over 5.5. Over 5.5. Again, current price on that -135. That's over 5.5 goals in Chicago. That's your free pick here. But I do have another free pick for you, another video free pick. And the way you make sure you don't miss any of these is subscribe to the Doc Sports YouTube channel. If you have not done so already, subscribe today, get signed up. And once you do that, consider turning on notifications. You will get notified as we post these videos for you, myself and the other cappers here at Doc Sports, on a daily basis. So it's a great way to stay informed. Let's get a big winner here with the over in Chicago. This is Scott Rickenbach with Doc Sports, wishing you the best of luck.